Since 1985, the Bavarian brand BMW have had a chokehold on a particular area in the automotive industry. A car that blurs the lines between luxury saloon and track performance. The flagship of the M brand, a wolf in sheep's clothing. The exterior of the 2025 BMW M5 is a statement of intent. The front end is completely dominated by the large kidney grills, which are now illuminated and give you a visual connection to the XM. Aerodynamics has also been a key feature here, with cooling areas implemented into the front. It's also got that aggressive stance where adding to the front 75mm of track and 48mm has been added to the rear. Now down the side of the car, it's clean and purposeful. They've removed the fake grills down the side and added in a charging port, a clear indication of this car's hybrid powertrain. And at the back, there's a prominent diffuser, which houses perfectly the quad exhausts, a hallmark of all M division vehicles. Under the hood of the M5 breaks new ground. It's got hybrid power in here. 585 horsepower from the V8 petrol engine, coupled together with the hybrid, gives you 727 horsepower. It's the most powerful one ever made. It does though make me a little bit sad. It could be the last V8 that we ever see in an M5, as BMW move with the times. Oof. The first thing you notice in here is the space, front and in the back. And as soon as you sit down, you're going to notice the interaction bar, full length. You're also going to notice the M multifunctional seat that you sit in, a lot comfier than the bucket seat that I had in the M3 competition. Looking forward, we've got a big girthy steering wheel with M stitching all the way around the inside of it. Now, I'm no stranger to the big girthy steering wheel that BMWs have. It's almost their signature feel. And a 12 o'clock mark in fierce M red. The centre console has changed direction too. No longer is there a big gear selector there, it's now a small switch. It's not a deal breaker for me. I think I get used to that pretty fast. Similar to the M3 and the XM that I drove last year, you've got your two red M buttons on the steering wheel, which give you quick access to your own personalised mode and a paddle on either side. With BMW keeping the same ethos in the M5 of mixing comfort with raw performance, they've given us quite a lot of storage in here, 466 litres of storage. Now that's a lot for a family car. I can't actually talk about raw performance again without giving this thing a bit of a boot. So come on, let's go and see what all the fuss is about. M power. It feels so good. The steering, first of all, is nice and light and dynamic. It doesn't feel heavy like you would expect from an M5. When I turn the wheel, it points the car exactly where my eyes are looking. That's probably to do with the 1.5 degrees worth of steering angle that the rear wheels put in, which does help you through, in and out of a corner. Great stuff. I've got to say, it's caught me off guard just with how light the steering actually is, but they've probably done that to maybe counteract the extra weight of the hybrid that's in this car. Who knows? The brakes in the car are 100% on point. They're solid, they're sound, and they're consistent, and they bring you from a great speed to a halt in a very, very short space of time. Visibility in the car, spot on. It's a small aperture that you look out the front here, and the pillars, they look quite chunky, but they don't take up much of your room. And they're maybe chunky because they've got an air vent actually built into the side of them. The door mirrors are big, they give you blind spot detection, and I love the BMW heads-up display. Although my seating position, I might lose just a fraction of the bottom of that because I sit generally too low and have the wheel too high. I've been lucky enough to drive the XM and the M3 competition. Where does this balance and fit in? Gotta say, it feels more like the M3 competition than an XM to me. It's got that aggressive nature, it's got that I want to go feeling, but it's also got some style and sophistication. To navigate your way through the driving modes couldn't be simpler. 2 buttons on the centre console. Push that in for M Hybrid, up pops all your options there, nice and easy. But my favourite button is just below that for M mode. Push that button down and you get road, sport, track. One ingenious thing that BMW have put in the new M5 is a boost paddle. Now, you've probably heard us talk about that in various EVs where it tacks on an extra 10 seconds of power. But what BMW will tell you, it's for overtaking. Hold in the boost paddle for a second, and if you're between 19 and 93 miles per hour, it gives you a lot of power. For overtaking, they say. For me, I say it's for takeoff. Here we go. Good grief. The M adaptive suspension and dampers give you an effortless ride no matter what road conditions you have. There's no sudden jumps in front of your bumps. I can only imagine this is what the Batmobile must feel like, eating up the road in front of you. So my time is pretty much limited with this car because the Arnold Clark customers at Cromlech's house need to see it. They're here today to get a BMW M experience. So we are heading back home. This has been fabulous to drive though, so good. I'm Duncan Vincent, this is the Arnold Clark YouTube channel. Like and subscribe and make sure you hit that bell icon so you never miss a notification or an upload from us. And until next time, safe driving.